Yes, I am
Hit the button.
transforming into having a recording going right now. Hello and welcome, everybody. It is Gobbo Subathon, day 20, and today we are playing Necrolords.
Is the button hit?
Yes, I wouldn't be saying all that if I didn't hit the button.
Uh,
What the fuck?
yeah.
Deliberately trying to boof your intro, I think.
If this is so,
Jokes
is
on
this
them.
just a downtime session,
This is
basically?
a down. This is the time you wanted, Mortar, that you asked for.
Mortar, you get to do the thing.
You get to do the actual thing.
I'm gonna be real. I'm out of it today. I've forgotten what that thing is. Could someone remind me?
You wanted to build something.
That
You're.
still requires materials, but
You
I
have
thought you had raw
material.
materials.
You had
I
stuff
have
from
a
the
total of
dragon.
yeah. You never really told me how much stuff I got from the dragon outside of the bomb.
Okay, you got the bomb that's inert. You got scrap metal. You've got dragon
Ouch.
scales. And you said at the time, I have an idea.
Yeah.
I just need some time to work on this.
Also,
I don't
Again,
know what you
I
wanted
am.
because you never. And I said, well,
Uh,
let me know what it is you want, and I will decide if it's possible. We never decide. You never told me what you actually wanted.
Hold on, I'm writing this stuff down. How much scrap metal specifically?
A fortnight of it. I don't have an exact number. You have enough that you could carry in your bag of holding trench coat, as
Okay,
far as
got
that
it.
is.
I'm gonna be real. I'm too fucking out of it to think of it. I will send some fucking text shit of it later, though.
Well, you DM me what you want to build while I start up with a recap.
yeah.
All right.
I'll see y'all next week.
Okay, you take care.
All right.
Okay, worry.
All right. So, y'all caught Oberos caught the seneschal. Turns out they were setting you up. You were specifically sent in to where the cult was supposed to come ambush you. But for some reason, it was just the one girl who wasn't expecting y'all. The girl that wore the red dress, that through interrogation, you all discovered she was, what's a good way of saying this? Imbibing of blood. You know, bitey girl.
Vampire.
Well, if
Yeah,
as far as you know, as far as you know.
as far as we
But yeah,
knew.
as far as we knew, because when you all wanted to interrogate the seneschal, Altwi was left alone with this vampire, alleged vampire, and
I asked very
Altwi's.
kindly, do not kill the vampire. And what did she do?
You didn't ask me not. You didn't ask me to not
I
kill her beforehand.
I did,
I don't.
actually.
I don't remember that.
She doesn't remember, or can you prove she's actively, selectively not remembering? You don't know.
Exactly.
The point is, the vampire died slowly, and out from her corpse bloomed these beautiful blood red fungus.
Which I then promptly destroyed.
Because it turns
Yeah.
out, slowly ingratiating a fungus to live off of vampiric blood can make some wacky shit happen. Which Oberos just learned the hard way when they decided the best way to get any information off the corpse was to eat a brain.
Yeah. My
And,
face went.
you know, spores and stuff consumption, not great. But you all
Nope.
found what appears to be a beautiful, carefully preserved garden area that seems like a good place to rest up. nice, well kept, trim. The grass is even and nice, cool to the touch. No pesky animals except pre-generated illusory animals.
Oh yeah, I remember
Clean,
that.
It
clean
is highly
drinking water.
unnatural.
Clean drinking water flowing from a little river that's perfectly controlled.
Mhm.
Which brings me to Altwee, which now I'm going to try something new. So forgive me for this. Altwee,
Oh,
I have to honestly ask since you've been making the comments. And I'm asking Altwee, how do you
yeah.
feel about this place?
I already answered that question last time.
Oh no, I
She
want
is.
you
She is deeply upset because this is
I
not natural.
when you see these plants carefully managed, this isn't less like a forest, but more like a garden, someone's private garden.
Yeah.
When you see that the water is clean without anything living in it, when you
Yeah.
see the illusory animals that don't even graze or feed, they just hop around what we assume someone's entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Is it that awful to you that someone would want a garden like this?
Yeah. It's not natural. It doesn't follow any of the actual cycles of nature. So yes, it is quite upsetting for Altwee.
And I have to ask you, how important is it that things, especially plants, follow the cycle? Would you say it'd be worth looking into what you can do to put the cycle back here?
Normally it would be, but unfortunately the party has already expressed some dismay at my previous attempts to ensure that the cycle is properly maintained. So, while I do not like this place, I do not like what it represents, I'm going to abide by the sort of consensus that my methodology apparently requires some work,
All right. Okay, then.
but it is still
Now,
highly upsetting.
in an obvious way, or is Altwee trying to hide it?
Very obvious. Altwee is not very good at deception.
Okay. I would guess then to go back to the others, next up is Tim.
Mhm.
Now that you've had a moment to just breathe figuratively,
I was about to say I don't do that.
you look at this calming garden, and it might not be your own. Maybe it's a magical effect of whatever wizard designed this place. You just feel self reflective. Like, now you can honestly just take a good look at yourself.
Like literally take a look at myself in like a reflective pool, or
Yeah, there's actually pools. There's a fountain.
you know, full sit
It's
by
like,
it and just kind of look at it, thinking to
have you ever
himself.
really, have you ever really looked at your face?
He rem- he he has. It's just very odd for him because it's, you're looking at your own skull that's on fire.
I know, but have you ever done it before till now?
Not really. He usually tries to avoid it because it's that mental thing of like, this is not me. It's just it. How could I explain? Uncanny valley feeling.
All right. Do you look into, say, a pool or the little man-made river here?
Yeah, he's gonna look at a pool real quick because he understands that, you know, it's just that's something you do whenever you're reflecting. And he's thinking about like how he's gotten here, how everything's going, the information that has been gleaned, especially with like the whole what was it called, the enkindled one, or I believe.
The Enkindler.
Yeah, the enkindler, and the fact that there's a possibility that even if he doesn't use, well, the gift or whatever that he can use, it'll still do what it's going to do. So he's
Let
just
me ask you a question, Tim. What do you understand about what the Enkindler is or what their duties are, according to what information?
from what I can recall, the enkindler is someone who would willingly use the black flames and send the souls of those burned to the god of death that is the one that holds it. Therefore, you're kind of like a conduit directly between like that entity and the world. However, it's always apparently something calamitous and not usually something good.
You know that for sure?
He doesn't know that for sure. It's just that's the information that he has. Is everybody says it's a bad thing.
When someone has, let me ask you this. As a Sunnyo cleric, if someone has, say, something to ask what's the right thing to do right by your domain, by your god, what do you do?
You could pray and ask directly, or you could ponder it on what you're supposed to do tactfully, as Sunio is, from what I understand, a bit of a, well, in this universe, a war god.
All right. So,
Shed
if
light
this
on things, essentially, is the whole thought process behind it.
if this being is a god of death,
Death isn't inherently a bad thing, it's a natural course.
all right.
As much as Altui literally hammers in mid conversations.
Well, I'm only just leaving some self-reflection as you look at your skull and just behind your the eye holes, even among the red and orange flames, you swear you can see it. Just a tiny white flame.
He tilts his head for a moment and then tries to tries to focus and look on that. It's
Give
new. It
me
wasn't there before.
a will check.
You mean a wisdom?
Oh, sorry. I got
Wrong
my
system.
mischief mix. Wisdom check. Pure wisdom check.
Let me go to. I believe it is this one. Yes, because that other one is Neko's character and another thing. Whiz check. Oh, it was almost a 19, but 12.
There's something about it. It feels like it's so far away.
Let's see. Hold on.
So distant.
I
In
think I have
fact.
a species trait.
All right. Do you have anything that could help?
I can add a d6.
You can try and add a d6 if you want.
It's called Knowledge from a Past Life.
Yep.
3.
Reborn.
So that's 15? Not bad.
With a 15, it feels like if you focused enough effort, you might be able to reach out to that distant flame you swear you see inside your skull.
Hmm.
It's like feeling out for just something just out of your reach. Maybe not now, but maybe with time.
He thinks for a moment on things. Every time he's used it, he's seen things. Things and about who he used to be, what happened, and he is just thinking for a moment as he just silently says to himself of, am I someone abetting two gods at once? Am I a heretic? And then he just sits there for a moment and just thinks of, why am I still here? If it's not because of Sunio, then who wants him to still be here?
They are questions worth looking into. But for now, let's move on to Grunty.
Hi.
Grunty, how are you feeling?
I'm gonna mute myself real quick.
There
Alright, as
is
promised, I'm getting
a
you
lot
Brian's
of
candies.
emotion going for Grunty right now. Mostly
Ooh, that's
anger. That
It is
she
kind of feels burning hot or just smoldering now that the worst has settled.
it's
Woo!
smoldering.
Have you thought about why the Seneschal did what she did? About why she's claiming the queen is doing something that she's doing?
Oh,
She's thought about it
oh.
a little bit, but she needs more time.
Well, as you're in this garden, kind of feels like you do have like all the time in the world to just finally sit down and just think.
Hmm.
Sure, the Seneschal felt that way. And maybe her actions are inexcusable. To you, maybe no end justifies the to no end will ever justify the means she was going to, but the feeling she had that she truly believes, or maybe she truly experienced the worst of what your species as a whole goes through. Do you think others feel like that?
She wouldn't deny that such a thing is. She wouldn't deny that others probably are going through the same thing that she went through. But there's also a lot of things that she's kind of learning for the queen is giving up her crown. The queen is giving up her crown. That civil war is happening just to learn that they were being, all of them were basically being tricked to go into here to their deaths by one of her own. It's just, it's a lot.
But still, have you really thought about the reasons? According to the Seneschal, grunts are not just happy to do what others tell them. They're literally bound to do what others tell them.
Whew.
You've seen the grunts here. You've seen the ones that work in the Undercity with the thieves, constantly being the laborers, the literal grunts of them. You've seen how they're treated above ground in the city. Grunts bound to the city itself who have to listen to whatever who's in charge of the city tells them. You see how physically tired and weary the seneschal was along with other grunts. You heard her how she can literally be commanded not to sleep in order to work more. And she has to do it. To whoever sits as the head of the city. How many other cities are like that? Or settlements? How many do feel the same as that seneschal but just haven't spoke up yet? How would they feel hearing that even the queen believes that this shouldn't continue? Have
Even if
you
that's the
ever really
case,
put the thought have you ever
even
really
if,
put the thought into it until now?
well, Grunty's never put the thought into it because she liked doing what she was doing. Even if even if it's how she has been, how her people have been since the start or whatever, she likes people. She likes doing things. Maybe it's not for everybody. Nothing is. But it's how she lived. And to just suddenly change that, especially the fact that her queen simply decided that she's just going to give up the title and not even let anyone else know, then that's mostly what's bothering her. The queen knows she's connected to every grunt. She has the final say. And yet, she chose not to do it.
Why do you think that is? Why would she just not compel to have every grunt do that?
She doesn't know. She just doesn't know.
It's hard to describe, but it's almost like it feels like something's ringing that's on your person.
And I find what's ringing.
It's pretty easy to tell what is ringing.
Is it the crown?
Yep.
She looks at the crown.
Such a simple thing it is, huh? Now that you really look at it, it's not like any other crown. It looks like it was handcrafted. But it still rings nonetheless, and you feel like a almost compulsion to put it on. You ultimately choose, but you still feel like you could put this on.
He holds it in her hands and looks down at it.
If the Grunt
Said,
Queen failed in her duties does that mean there needs to be a new one?
She's not sure. But as she takes off her hoodie and looks more at the crown, she feels that someone's got to step up.
If
She'll
you
hesitate. She'll put on the.
All right. It almost fits like a glove on your head. It was meant for a bigger head, in fact. But the moment you put it on, it feels perfectly fit. And for once in your life, like it's waking up for the first time. It's like the weight of your species entire history hits you like a truck. I'm going to need you to make me a wisdom save.
It does nothing.
Hmm?
That's an 11.
It's painful. It's really painful in a way that is entirely mental. As it feels like you've experienced the very first queen's life as the queen up to the last queen at once.
Mm.
And even without you even deciding to take it off, your reflexes just make you throw off the crown.
Mm. She's definitely breathing heavily and realizing what she did and goes and quickly picks up the crown.
Grunty, how many
Mm.
eyes do you have?
She has 3, though they're usually hidden behind her.
You only have 2.
She feels around for on her forehead for wherever her third eye could be.
The Grunt's Queen crown always had an indent specially made for a Grunt's third eye. And now that eye is on the crown.
When she blinks, does it blink?
Yes. You still can see through it, but it's on the crown.
Oh, that's a weird feeling. She's
It's
like
very
seeing
disorienting.
herself and staring at the crown and seeing herself at the same time. It's weird. Third eye looked right as she looks left, vice versa, and it's just a weird feeling overall.
Except for the mental pain, it was like you didn't even feel it being removed. But for now, you feel like this crown is yours. For now. But all those thoughts in your head, just many lives that weren't your own, still, they're not hurting you, but they're still throbbing in your head. Like they're just a mess in there.
Can she
But
try and order them?
the only one that you can get a much clearer one is the latest Grunt Queen. And for once, for a second maybe, it feels like you are her, and now you're starting to get her reasoning before she took off the crown. She truly believes that she has to commit this sin so that the entire species can finally have a future. This isn't anything selfish. Maybe the Seneschal had her own selfish reasons, but she believes at the very least she's entirely selfless in what she's doing. That people will hate her. Some grunts will resent her, but she thinks she's ultimately doing a good thing. Whether or not you believe it is on you. But at the very least, she believes it. And that's what the crown gives you before she took it off and pawned it for something important that you just don't know what it is. But you do know she made a deal with that devil for something.
She's gonna put the crown back on.
It feels like your eye is back in its place it's supposed to. But you don't get that feeling anymore. Besides a small headache.
Mm.
But it's obvious while simply a simple maid, this crown has more secrets that might take time to figure out.
Well, as you said, feels like she's got all the time in the world in here. Might as well
Alright.
start figuring things out.
Alright. Now, Frog. Brago.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
What do you want from me?
Well, since you're here, you know.
What do you mean?
What do I mean in general? I'll DM you. I'm gonna need
What?
something from you. I'm gonna need something from you. Don't worry about it.
Ah, yes. The sudden spectator has been seen
Yeah.
beyond the veil.
Yep. Since you're here, might as well take advantage. Don't
Can't
worry
believe
about
Cuddle's
it.
taking advantage of me. This is fucked up.
Hey, yo.
Damn, man. Airy.
I get Ari into this too.
Yeah.
Hashtag
I
abusive
I have been
relationship.
summoned. What is your
Wow, you
command, creature?
I've still needed that DM. Remember?
I don't know what's going on.
Mm,
You're being forcibly included.
yeah. Because I'm
Well,
missing
what
a
do you
lot of
want me to
people.
DM you? You never specified.
I want you and Frog to simply DM me an event. That's it. It can be anything you want.
Okay.
As I ask all of the rest of the party if there's anything else they want to do. Do they want to gather into what
There
reflections I
is
gave you, or do you want to just rest, eat,
there
talk
is
to each
something
other?
there is something Tim wants to try to do.
All right. What you gonna try and do?
He's gonna try and remember at least the name, or at least a name of what that being is called, other than just a god of death. He's gonna see if he can recollect what it was called, or if it said anything to him. He's gotta really try to focus hard and try and remember. He wants to know, obviously, yes, who. His main thing is what he's trying to figure out is, was it Sunio that brought him back, or was it this being that brought him back? Because right now he's trying to figure out, like, who's, like, what, like, who's he supposed to be a cleric of? He's having a crisis of faith.
Hmm.
I remember when that happened to me, all I had to do was rub some ginkgo biloba sauce all over myself, and boom! It just fixed my problem straight up.
But yeah, he's having a crisis of faith right now, because the more that he thinks about it, it's like, if his god that he has worshipped and constantly served did not want him to come back, like, why is this other god so, like, other than just needing an enkindler, like, why is it so interested in him? What purpose does it serve?
Mm-hmm. Ask yourself.
Yeah.
Ask yourself this: when you're unsure as a Sunnio cleric, what do you do?
Well, he looks around, and this place is, it's not exactly the most non-flammable.
All right.
But hang on, I think, let me check my bag. I think I have something. Like, every adventurer usually has fucking torches, right?
Most of the time, yeah.
Wait, hold on. I have candles! Even better! He's gotta get out a, essentially just a white candle. It's nothing special. Um, and light it as he looks into the flame and just asks, you know, you know, over and over in his head of just, who are, like, why am I here? Who am I? And what is my purpose?
Who are you asking?
He's letting he's letting the answer come from wherever. He's asking it into the ether and letting it decide if it wants to answer either Sunio or whatever else is trying to talk to him.
All right, fine. Flip a coin, or a 1d2.
Oh, 1d2. I was gonna say, you want me to roll a d4 even or odds?
Or a d4, whatever, even or odds, whatever.
Alright, I'll roll it in the roll 20. It was a critical 4!
All right. With some meditation that you've learned growing up, or at least you know growing up, you suddenly find your, let's call it your spirit, in a grand, resplendent hall, decorated in gold that shines bright. As you see in the centerpiece of this place, it's like, it's pretty much like a miniature sun right there. And sitting on a throne you see what you think is your god, Sunio.
He'll kneel
And-
down and reverence.
And Neko,
Yeah.
how you feel about being Sunio again?
How do
I
you
don't
feel
think-
about being
Who am I?
God?
I'm
I mean, I don't mind. I don't
24,601
think I
props
It's
to
have
your-
whoever
met
gets the
Sunio
reference.
before, though. So this will be a
Well-
first, actually.
All right. Well, guess what?
Oh,
Since you've never established it, and I don't, and I've been trying to keep close to what you want, it's all on you, buddy. What does Tim see when they look upon their god?
Okay, since you've asked me this question, hold up. I gotta.
Hold
there's
up, I
any
got an image.
Not
And-
not an image. I don't have an image for Sunio. I have a way to describe him. I just need to grab real quick.
I didn't even. Let me a little peek behind the curtain. I don't know if Sunio is even male or female, or neither. You never.
Sunio's male. Sunio is male. He's a dude.
Sunny was just a
Today,
giant
feel-
ball of fucking light.
Imagine if
well-
that was the case.
Sunio today feels like a dude. It's gods. They can do whatever they want.
They can do whatever they want, but I mean, bro's wife is the moon, so
Makes sense.
anywho. But anywho, yeah, no. They proceed to make themselves appear in front of you. So you see this his head is basically like this, like just constant moving fireball.
I can sort of relate.
He's got he's yeah, pretty much. It's like you. It's like your head basically. He's got sort of he's got this sort of orangish red kind of glowing body that's like he's very toned out. You can see that he sort of wears like a sort of martial set of bottoms. That would be kind of similar to an ancient monk's of sorts, with golden bands on his wrists and ankles, kind of like how a G would. And he pretty much stretches like, oh man. Whew. Oh hey, Home Slice, how's it going?
Tim tilts his head. You're a lot more casual about this than I thought you'd be.
Well, you know, don't normally get called down here. I answer prayers, but you know, this is a little new. So what's up?
I'm a little shaken.
Oh,
Hashtag shooketh.
bit of a
Whoa.
struggle in faith, possibly. Or...
Yes, with what happened to me, you know, how I look now. Why is that? Was you the one to grasp me from the brink of the abyss and coming to, you know, and he gestures towards the entire palace and everything? Or was it that god of death I keep hearing about? And if it is that god of death, why weren't you the one to save me instead?
He thinks about this for a moment. This is an interesting question that you have brought up. The man walks around you. A pep in his step as he as his flame seems to flicker and bounce a little bit, trying to properly process how should he put this question or put this in. Then he uh then he takes a moment and it clicks as the embers seem to make an exclamation. Ah, now I remember. Took me a moment. Yeah, see, I was gonna save you, but someone else got to you first. Someone pretty ancient. I don't talk with him much, but they informed me, and well, they are way older than I am, that's for sure.
So, who was it?
Let me recall my memory on. It's been a little bit since then, so as he starts, as he literally does like the thinker pose. He do a think, trying to remember.
You see a little illusory planets revolve around him.
Some older son. That's
Putting things in my notes. As Tim waits and he goes, I have
Well,
several questions, but
I can at least
always.
tell you someone who does know, though. Well, I myself don't really know. I do know that I do know that the Ghost Flame, or good old pal Ghost Flame Phoenix. I shoot the shit with him sometimes. But he is a death god. But it's possible that you could ask him.
And I wouldn't be seen as a heretic for talking with another being.
No, we gods get along. Most, some of, okay, very few of us get along, but I mean, as long as it's one that I don't like outright dislike, it's fine.
As you ask, I know it
He's
probably
got to
will
have a
happen.
follow up question to this, too.
I know, but as you ask this, I just imagine, oh, is it heretic to talk to another god? Meanwhile, probably in the background, there's another like minor god roasting weenies on the sun. I don't know why that came to mind, but that's what I choose to believe.
Just some little fucking cherub being like, I want to cook hot dog.
It's probably
I
lust.
want hot dog.
It's probably Lustus. She likes hot dogs.
You assuming if she's in this pantheon, then maybe.
It is the, as far as I know, is the pantheon. But regardless, anywho, you do see you do see minor beings associated with the sun around here.
My follow up question is this: I keep getting told not to use the ghost flame. It's seen apparently as a bringer of calamity and such, but your teaching has taught me that, well, if you have something, it depends on the person, not the
I
thing
mean, it
itself.
does. I can certainly tell you that it does. But good old Phoenix is it's it's a little strict, I guess.
It sends
I
souls to
don't.
him.
He shrugs. I don't know much about the old pantheon. Frankly, I'm not sure what happened to him. All I know is that we're kind of here and like in their stead. But you know, I think Volanticus could probably tell you. He's got a better grip on things than me.
And how would I contact that one?
Don't ask me about that. I haven't seen the man in.
Well, I am your
Hmm.
cleric, as far as I know. So therefore, I wouldn't know how to commune with anyone else but you.
Well. Okay. My best bet is to find someone that follows. Shouldn't be too hard. I mean, if there's a church for me, there's probably a church for him. See if they could help you out, kind of spruce, kind of maybe spruce things up a little bit in your connections. Have something else under your belt. I'm pretty chill with Philanthropus. He doesn't bother me. I don't bother him. We practically help each other in some kind of way.
Alright. Then I have one merely final question, depending
Ooh,
on
boy,
your
you got a
answer.
lot of questions. I mean, I don't mind answering.
While I don't normally get a direct line.
Funny
True,
how that
true,
works.
true.
Funny how that works, huh?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Bro was just available today.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll discuss that later of why it's not always a direct answer. But I just needed to ask, if I choose to use the flame, like, I know it's dangerous, I know what it could possibly do, but you're not opposed to me using it. I've been
Hmm.
holding off on using it as a tool.
Oh boy. All right. let's let's simmer this down a little bit as he as his sort of yellow complexion or like bright yellow complexion just kind of shifts to that of like a blue sun, and he like properly kind of like squats down to you, and it's just like, I don't know much, if at all, anything about that. It could be useful, trust me, but it's ancient and unknown. Practically dangerous, if you ask. I wouldn't recommend using that flame at all until you get at least a better grasp of what you're working with.
I see. But it seems like also whenever I use it, I get inklings of answers.
Hmm. And that desire of answers could definitely be little ingots that don't, or I should say, shouldn't be utilized too often. You don't want to rely on trying to find the truth within the heat of a flame that could burn you. You know what I mean?
I understand. I'll speak with.
Ultimately, I can. Yeah. Speak with
Yes.
our good friend. I think speak with our good friend my good pal Volanticus. Uh, because really, a lot of the old folks are gone. Really, Ghost Flame is around, but through Volanticus, you could probably get in contact with him, but I can't guarantee you anything.
Hmm. I see. Well, other than that, the obvious question of all clerics still stands of, well, I come to terms with it of sometimes you just don't always get a direct answer or line to the god because there's so many of us.
There's a lot of you, yeah. I can at least say this. Just because I don't answer, don't mean that I don't have other people that could be a little more direct with you. My little embers could come visit you down, and they could probably help you. They could probably answer you.
Do you have a particular one you would like to share?
Mm,
Hey, are we live?
Yeah, we're alive.
We are
Hi,
live.
holy shit, you scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry to crash in like this. I thought it was last week.
It was
We're
last
doing-
week. And
we're
we're kind of having sort of a light demi session right now.
This
Gotcha,
is a.
Downtime.
gotcha.
I'm calling
Or
it
down
the
Okay.
self.
It's a
Calling it the
self-reflection.
self,
Yeah.
where everyone just
All right.
takes a breather. Mhm.
I just thought I'd pop in and say thanks for your patience with me, guys. I won't be able to make it tonight. I had tonight bookmarked for date night. So,
Good.
It's
That's all right.
it's
uh,
fine. You can just DM me what you want to do, and we'll do that at a later time.
yeah, that'd be great. All right.
All right. Go
Sorry,
enjoy your.
guys. Have a nice night,
You
all of
too.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
You see,
As they'll like be like, oh no, let's see here. So he'll take a nearby ember from from the constant flame as he starts shifting back to his normal colors and just kind of like drops it next to you. And Cuddle, that is when I give you the reins.
I give you. All right. Just this tiny little thing.
I was about to say, does it shape into something?
I mean, no, it would shape into like a being.
I was about to say, yeah, tiny to
Yeah.
him, but to him he just drops
You
a
know-
fucking full-ass human.
Yeah.
I would think it just looks up at you and just squeaks.
Oh wait, hold on, wait. I got the perfect noise for this.
Congratulations, you're a
huh.
father. Anywho,
He's like, they grow up so fast.
anywho, this little being, this little elemental,
This mote of sun.
what's that item that you have your symbol of Sunny, all right?
I have various symbols of Sunnyo. I have my amulet. I have the first Sunnyo shield that I've been holding on to.
This-
I have the mace.
All right,
I have my
so
vestments.
choose the shield, the amulet, or the mace.
I'm gonna say the amulet.
All right, this little elemental flies into your amulet like a streak of fire, and it glows with radiating sunlight
Hmm.
as it merges with it. And then again, it squeaks.
I'm going to have to teach you common, aren't I? Or are you simply just choosing not to speak?
I'll let Neko decide that one.
Smart
I'm
ass.
but I will say what you do have.
Yeah.
You have now a +1 to your spell attack and spell save as long as it's daytime. As long as the sun is in the sky.
That's cool. Bro, you want bro to speak after he goes like a little, like, and he just kind of like stares over at Sunny and just goes like, "Was that good? Did I do a good job? Yeah."
I don't know. But
Sun
the
has a
point
big thumbs
is,
up, too.
you got yourself a tiny minor blessing of Sunnyo.
I essentially have a
And you
little
got,
bit of a familiar, apparently.
we'll see. But
Basically, you got
you-
any? I guess the way that I kind of worded it, I guess, is that like you can't always get a direct line to Sunnyo because he's practically busy, always answering prayers.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
this little guy could probably answer your question, maybe whatever you might have.
Gotcha.
gods are busy. You are a very lucky boy.
Mm-hmm.
As Sunnyo gets a call from Pololo about something.
Well, that's my cue. Sorry I can't stay much longer, but I gotta go. The big P upstairs is nah. We got things to take care of.
He just tilts his head and is like, well, I can't keep you here.
Yep. Take care of the little guy for me. Stay sharp, and I'll talk to you later. As he just finger guns and.
Okay.
All right. And Tim, you're back to where you are. It feels like you haven't moved for a bit. But you still see on your person that glowing, but now faintly glowing amulet.
Hmm.
It seems that this little thing is, when it's about nighttime and the sun is gone, a little less active.
I see.
Alright, now we move on. We move on to Altwi.
Eh?
You feel something weird going on with a tree.
Hey man, not in front of my salad.
Terribly. You might be just enjoying a salad, but then you feel something. You feel something.
I was kidding. Okay. Uh. Okay, I feel something going on with the tree.
You feel the natural cycle somewhere in here.
Huh. Strange. Hmm.
Maybe not in the way you are, but you feel nature as natural as it can be somewhere here, like it's an island in this long, still, stagnant ocean.
Hmm. Interesting. I will go and I will examine the tree.
You find a tree that actually looks natural.
How bizarre. What
In
are you doing here? You're very out of place.
It actually looks nice. The grass around it is actually growing out past the other grass. You actually see some mushrooms growing at the base.
You are doing so well. She will lay a hand on the tree, and she will commune with the tree.
Okay. All right. As you touch the tree, I'm gonna need you to make me a deck save.
What?
Yeah, make me
Why?
a deck save.
I don't wanna.
Yeah. If you don't want to, you see out springing from the tree right at your face a small furry missile.
Fine, deck save.
Squirrel.
Not gonna
It's a
turn out
squirrel.
well.
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Straight 14.
All right. Let me roll it. I'm gonna roll this physically. Unfortunately, the squirrel just lands on your face. Doesn't hurt, but it lands on your face. It's
Oh, hello, small furry friend.
Airy.
Huh?
My
The squirrel like
apologies.
winks
Small
its eyes and
fuzzy
goes like,
friend.
"Are you one of them?
Hmm? Am I one of
Are you
who?
one of those wrecked things that took me?"
No, I would never displace those from where they naturally belong. I am so sorry if you have been brought here against your will.
You do not smell like them. This is my house, by the way. Why are you touching my house?
Your house is the only thing here that doesn't feel wrong.
Hmm. Well, this is my base. Why are you touching it? It's mine. It's not yours.
You are right. And I am sorry. I did not mean to upset you.
What are you doing around here? And he like starts crawling from the elbow all the way to the neck, like looking around.
Oh,
It doesn't seem natural.
I am accompanying these adventurers on their journey through this place, through this dungeon.
Dungeon? And like tilts its head like,
Ah, you are not in a forest. You have been trapped somewhere far from nature.
well, doesn't feel like so. Are you lying to me?
No, I am actually, apparently, very bad at lying.
Well, I'm not supposed to be here then. I was trying to get away.
I believe that you were taken to act as some sort of semi-natural component to this garden. This garden is unnatural. I do not like it. If you wish, I would be more than happy to try and return you to the normal forest outside of this place. Only if you choose.
That's what they said. But they let me here.
I do not like being here. So, if you don't like being here, I would be happy to take you with me. But if you don't feel that you can trust me, Then I understand.
Hmm. Well, you do not smell like them. It starts like muttering, like behind it's like furry, but like goes like planning and plotting.
He
Hmm.
smells like mushrooms. He looks like mushrooms.
Does she taste like mushrooms?
Ian, these are the big
I ac-
questions.
You
I'm pretty sure
probably
this
don't want to
squirrel-
test that
Yeah.
one. You probably don't want to test that one. I keep track of those who test that one.
This girl goes like close to like her face and like smells like. Oh, sorry, my superstition. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. He goes like, "You smell like a mushroom."
It is true. I do have that smell. I have been told that.
She like she bites your cheek.
That tickles, and it also somewhat stings.
I love
He
this.
does it
I
like
love
that.
also that the squirrel's talking to you, and this is normal to Altwee.
Of course it is. Don't squirrels talk to you as well? I thought that
You asked-
all the critters of the kingdoms of the planet speak to everyone. The fact that
there's a
you don't
reason
have them talk to you.
There's a reason I erect this fourth wall, Altwee. Please respect it.
Oh my, look at this wall. Very strange. I'm sorry, I got distracted, small squirrel friend. Do you have a name that you go by?
I am trying to remember what it means in your language.
You just remember different types of nuts, walnuts, peanuts,
Let's
cashews.
see.
What
I
is
don't
the
know.
name?
Do remember that Altwee is can also speak Druidic. So if you speak
Can you
in
do you speak Primordial?
no, Primordial is one that I don't have.
Oh,
Because I am actually I am technically a tiefling.
I do
Well,
not.
I have had many names. I've been called Tirnam, Cornam, Vrianna. But I think people tend to call me Theo.
Theo,
Theo.
that is a lovely name.
You don't seem to be one of those who will harm me. I think I will accept your offer and go with you for now.
I am most happy. Thank you for your trust. I promise I will return you to the forests from whence you came.
I hope you do, because if you don't, I'm gonna bite you harder than before, and goes like in like a defensive state.
I understand. I would not want to incur your wrath.
Also, for our good squirrel friend, you do sense there are others here.
He goes, have you seen like markets when they are alerted and they go like up and look around?
Yep. Yep.
It goes like that and goes, there's more people around here.
Oh, yes. Those are the adventurers I came with. I promise they will not hurt you. They already know what might happen if they were to cross me. So you are safe, little friend.
Why do they look like that? And he like points at the like the way they are standing, like humanoid standing silhouette.
Oh, I'm still probably crouched.
Oh, Only that one looks normal, and it's pointing at the one crouching.
Look, that one looks
one that
normal. The one with the flaming fucking skull for a head.
That one looks normal.
There's also a small human? You're not sure. And you see a robot currently working on something.
A metal
A
man.
metal man.
The metal man. That one looks like a golem.
And you see another man, which you're pretty sure is human, but you're not sure. Looks like they're busy with something.
You all have like, you like stand on your legs. That's weird. I feel like the odd one out.
To be
Predators?
perfectly honest, I don't know much about these adventurers beyond the fact that they don't seem to appreciate the natural cycle of things, which is most unfortunate. But I'm sure they will learn in time.
Just for my own sake, what does the squirrel know about the cycle? What is the cycle to the squirrel?
I don't really know what it's the cycle. I don't have much information about it.
I just want to
Like
hear your
personally.
take. Just because I feel like it's funnier to ask without context for this particular character. But I will give you, tree falls, tree shakes acorns onto ground. Acorns become new trees. Which fall and drop acorns and become trees, which fall and drop acorns and become trees, which fall and drop acorns and become trees.
Oh God, repeating
for it will be like a tree grows, you plant seed, animal dies on top of seed, seed becomes tree, tree makes fruit, fruit makes seed fall, animal dies on top of seed, makes another tree grow, tree fucking dies, tree makes other seeds grow.
I love you add the F word.
Tree fucking
Exactly.
dies.
Tree fucking dies. What
Tree
the?
fucking dies.
Exactly.
Like I said, this fucking squirrel reminds me of Gasik, but also it's remind me of fucking Ratatouille.
All right.
Ratatouille.
Okay. And I will say, are you having this conversation just without hiding it? Is it just open that Altwee's talking to a squirrel?
Absolutely. Altwee has no reason to conceal her communications with the fuzzy friend.
All right, sure. If anyone's bothering to pay attention, you see Altwee holding a squirrel in her hands that has glowing green marks on its fur.
Well, it hasn't tried to hurt her yet, so I'm gonna see where this is going.
And it just said, and it just dropped an F-bomb.
Wait, I can hear the squirrel?
Yeah,
Yes.
I speak common, yeah.
Oh, the squirrel just straight up.
Wait a second.
I'm just talking.
Yeah, Tim goes.
You get the,
he just goes, "Hold on, wait a second."
That would definitely catch their attention as they slowly
all-
turn around, like, huh?
You all just finally are aware of the squirrel that just said, "Tree fucking dies."
Tree fucking dies.
Yeah, that's why Tim, he's like, oh yeah, she's just probably doing some weird Jewish shit. Tree fucking, wait, I can understand it. Wait a minute.
You will be amazed to see that this squirrel is actually very understanding of human how's it called, the
Language?
human language, yeah,
Customs? Yes.
I'll slowly start jutting over.
I will also.
Oh, it appears our conversation has caught the attention of my friends.
Did you teach a squirrel how to talk, and then one of the first things it says is a curse word?
Oh no.
No.
This squirrel already knew how to speak. They are a vestige of primordial power.
I'm Is that what Altwe believes?
Of course. How could something that has such natural essence
Is it just
exist
canon
in
that
this
Altway's like
place?
fucking Deadpool now?
Yeah.
Oh no, man. That's the problem. I'm just sitting here.
What's more comical for you?
Well, to be fair, I once heard a human say,
Wait.
Oh,
Goodness gracious.
Wait,
Such
there's-
salty language.
There's like a huge moment in pause where
even Tim, like,
I got-
he doesn't
I
have
got-
eyes that dilate, so he just gets brighter, and he's like, oh my.
like, well, Ralph, that was quite interesting. Says the little flare. There's this is like properly the reaction that she's having right now. Like,
Just
a little
mouth
creature
agape.
just said that. Yeah, just little creature just said that. Why? How? Huh?
I'm pretty sure some of
And there
those
was
were
this
illegal to
time-
say in certain jurisdictions.
You certainly
That
can't
is
say
true.
those things in a Sunnyo church.
Yeah.
That is true. However, I spent some years with some Southern sailors, and they tend to say things like,
Jesus.
with a side of cheese.
So much commentary about motherhood. Gracious me.
And also grandmas. Don't forget about grandmas.
Of course.
I
Wait
What?
a sec.
what?
Suddenly,
just-
Grunty's existential crisis is suddenly not as big a deal anymore.
No, this is far worse.
Just this squirrel,
Yeah.
this fucking squirrel's mouth. Holy!
Yeah, Tim's gonna lean
yeah,
in and just start
100%.
like observing the squirrel like more closely. You said it had runic carvings on it.
Yeah,
Oh no.
Glowing green runic symbols all over.
I remember bear.
yeah. Hey, Altwe,
Yes,
you would especially know druidic runes and symbols. You speak
of
druidic.
course. Of course.
Now that you've got a good look at its back, this is a primal squirrel.
I already knew that.
Well, now you know I said it. As I
Indeed.
It's me
What?
just being like, I wanted it to be a surprise, but from behind my wall.
What is a primal squirrel doing all the way in a place like this?
Oh,
Well,
this little one told me that they had been tricked into coming here.
well, not really tricked. They're more like put me in a cage and they drag me all the way over here. But yeah, let's go with that.
They
They-
did promise.
Ah,
They promised you nuts.
They promised me nuts. Like really huge nuts.
I do not see any really huge nuts anywhere around here.
Didn't say the huge part, but pop off queen.
Pop off queen.
But of course you said huge nuts. You very much said huge nuts. Oh,
That is
I'm
true.
sorry. I forgot. I should not be speaking to the wall.
What wall? I like look at the empty space that she's looking at.
You just see more of this curated garden that now it's just so bland, so stagnant. I
Well,
don't
I
know
think
how
I'd
the
better
squirrel
present
feels
myself
about it.
properly.
Yep.
I better present myself properly. Well, so I have to tell these creature. What is your name again?
My name is Altwi.
Pleasure to meet you.
Some people call me Ali because they do not know how to pronounce the consonants in the middle of my name. You may call
Doctor?
me Ali. Oh, joy, you can say my name properly. I am so happy.
Yeah, it is a very well, not common, but a relatively common name in Myconian.
Strange. I was under the impression that it was a devilish name, as it does come from the infernal language of my people.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I mean,
I
it
am
is true.
glad that it is common to you. It makes me feel not so alone.
That's it's like,
just like
you know, it's as common as, I don't know, like the name Javier. I don't know. Can any of you pronounce your R's? Like look behind at the rest of the group.
R.
No, like rrr, you know, like rolling your R's.
He just looks at the squirrel. Gestures towards his face.
Bones.
No, you're not on drugs. Don't worry.
No.
Wait. You know what those are?
Of course I know what those are. I know how to make them.
Huh? From me behind the wall. What did you say?
I say that I know how to make, and you look like the head going into a void space for some fucking reason. You see like half of the squirrel now. I said I know how to make them. And like pulls out of the wall again.
You know what? I've learned to just not ask questions anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
I
this
was
appearance might be
freaking out
listening. Sorry for
earlier.
that.
I was freaking out
Can you
earlier,
like
but it's
put me on the ground?
Oh, of course, little friend. Bends
Thank
all the
you.
way down, having to go quite a bit of a journey to reach the ground because Altwi is actually
Tall
pretty
AF.
tall. There you go, little friend.
You see the squirrel like shape shift into a
fast.
more humanoid-like shape into, but it's a human race. However, she still has the tail and ears. Ah,
The
this
anime
is
girl.
better. Anime girl.
Huh. Interesting.
You do know that the cat, remember, the cat one could transform.
Yeah. And then Bear never did. Because Bear was just Bear.
Bear never had to.
Exactly.
Bear didn't have to.
Bear's
Yeah,
like,
Bear was busy. Bear was busy. Cat usually took on a tabaxi form.
Yeah.
So also where she's standing, the grass slightly grows and a little sapling appears.
Huh.
The squirrel like looks around and goes like, this place has really been ruined. It is so sad to say like this. Oh yeah, sorry. Proper introduction. You can call me Theo. I'm a primordial guardian of the woodlands.
oh, well, that's nice. No,
You said.
Isn't it now? So I
Theo?
got promised by
He was just trying to make sure he had your name. Said feel or did I mishear?
Oh, Fio, Fio.
Ah.
I put it into NPCs.
Anywho. Yep. Altwi, you especially noticed that where she touched the grass, it definitely feels like it breathed actual life back into it.
Your presence is a boon to the cycle. It breaks the stagnation of this artificial environment.
Well, of course, you know, in the cycle, you need something to start it. Like you cannot make a cycle out of just death. That will not continue. You need to make it regrow so it can die one day. And then her eyes like slightly glowing to a red shade in the middle.
That is
Just
very
glows,
true.
I'm
glowing
saying
Even
red
you.
eyes.
Even you will die one day, and you will become sustainment for the earth. I don't know if I will die one day. Maybe. I don't know. But I know that I will be part of that cycle.
Indeed, I know that I will join that cycle, and I am excited for it. At least, I am excited to reach that in its due time. But in the meantime, I have been doing what I can to help aid others in joining the cycle as they should.
yeah.
That is good to know. Does that mean you unalive people?
On occasion, but more often than not, I begin the cycle of decay for others.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I like
This was not
look back at the group. Does that happen often?
It's
a
been
little more
happening.
often, I think, than they want. We have had a misunderstanding. I helped someone along before my companions wanted me to.
I did say to, you know, not kill the being because we had a few questions, but I think we got around that issue.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Indeed. After you ate their brain.
I didn't eat their brain.
I know, it was him.
Points to Overrose.
Oh, Oberos is kind of. I'm gonna say Oberos is still kind of recovering from that. Nearly getting nearly consuming the
Vampirism.
vamp fungus. So they're just taking an extra long meditative rest.
Hmm.
This
Hmm.
tastes funky. Anyway, but
Clever.
A
yes.
little illusory squirrel passes by.
I do not like these illusions. They are lacking in the true, honest qualities of life. It is upsetting.
Well,
They have great detail though. That is how a squirrel would move. I'll have to admire that.
Mm.
I'm sorry. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. What?
Oh, the details on the illusions, like it's very close to how a squirrel would move.
What was that last part?
have to admire that.
Squirrel. Yeah, I have to admire that.
I thought you said marry that. I was like, what?
I partially heard that as well.
Marriage?
Marriage?
Me?
No, you can only marry me.
We.
Oh,
Oh,
baby, with all the
Hold
with
on.
all the good
Hold
guys.
on. Wait, what?
huh?
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 Huh? What?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
その、少し、
Yeah, Tim is just kind of feeling weird whenever everybody's like, yeah, the natural course of life, the things that die
Yeah.
and grow, and he's just sitting there like, yeah, thanks for the
Yeah.
reminder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will fucking die, yeah.
I already was
Death,
supposed to.
destruction.
no worries.
We're all
You will
supposed to fucking
eventually.
die one day.
And no worries, I will be there to ensure that your remains properly enter the cycle.
I do not
Don't
want to
worry.
be decayed.
Don't worry,
She's a little
Tim.
bit
I'll be
concerned.
here to finish you off. Is all I heard.
He he goes, I do not want to be decayed. In my religion, we cremate.
I feel like if I have to go with you, I cannot go with this form. It will like attract some attention because, you know, she points at the ears and the tail.
Remember,
With all due
remembering
respect,
that one.
I'm a flaming skull.
That is true.
You do actually stand out the least in this current group of people.
You look like
Remember
a
that-
wisp.
Remember that time where like people were literally wanting you to sing and dance on stage and throwing weird metal things at you that weren't nuts? When you took this form, and it's like they were calling you something called an idol, and you're like, I don't know what that is, and this isn't food. I hate it.
Are you talking to me or to Joe?
Oh yes.
I'm just
You are
behind the wall. I'm just behind
Was
the wall
I-
that apparently isn't that invisible anymore.
I can see
Well.
you.
I can smell you.
Well, you must remember that you have a great impact on our universe. Strange, mysterious, fun voice on the other side.
Altoe, what are you talking about?
No, they do have a point. I can also hear that voice right now.
What are you?
It is
Have
all
you been
right.
eating
Do
something that you shouldn't have? Are you perceiving things that aren't there?
Oh no, do not worry. Do not worry, flaming friend. I am perfectly all right.
You just have to, you know, look at the camera, and I like, I look at the fourth wall.
That's a bridge too far. I didn't go that far.
Yeah, we're gonna.
What the hell's a camera?
What? What's a
If
what?
Mortar was here.
If Mortar was here.
Okay.
Lord.
Anywho, back on track.
Wait, does Mordor know what a camera is?
Mortar
Yeah,
would know.
Don't Mortar
Kinda,
would.
sorta.
He's the metal man that's currently at his workstation.
Oh,
He's just so
Yep.
absorbed.
He's the
made
metal meta man, the meta inventor and builder and creator. How does he know these things? Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Anywho, for Theo, yeah, that is a flaming skeleton man. So I don't know how that compares to you just being a I don't know. I keep imagining. I don't want to just say it's Squirrel Girl, but I imagine like Makoto.
yeah,
We all know where it's going.
yeah.
I know. It's up
But
to
more
you.
nature.
We all know where this
Wait,
is just
wait,
going,
what?
Chad.
Squirrel titties.
Hold on.
I did
Hold on,
not
what-
have any clothes when I transformed.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I'm a skeleton, so it doesn't matter.
Or
I know, but
well, we don't.
okay.
What gender is this squirrel?
I don't know. What are your needs?
Oh,
One of the things of all time, I guess.
Okay, I guess.
I was gonna say we know where this is going, Chad. It's just thick squirrel lady, but okay.
Sure. Let's see.
This went way beyond that.
That's okay.
We've gone beyond the pale now. Let's just
Yep,
keep
artists
going.
eat your heart out. Anyway.
So yeah, yep. Primal Squirrel got captured by the cultists.
I'm gonna ask Algoy for a piece.
Who?
Altai.
Oh.
Altwe will go ahead and will lift up the no longer completely fuzzy little friend.
Thank you. She like grabs you from the face, like from the cheeks.
Mm.
I need to picture the correct shape. She starts to shapeshift on Algoy's hands.
Hmm.
It starts growing about the same size as her, with around the
Whoa.
same body shape, but still humanoid, and the ears and tail curl into what will be like more of clothing than it is of actual flesh. Ah, that's much better. I think this shape suits me better than you think.
Indeed, I think it will be more suitable.
Well, let's go then. What way should we go now?
I believe that Mortar, our builder friend, is currently in the middle of his pursuits. And I think some of the other friends need some time to rest.
Okay then, I can wait here. It's not like they will be able to figure out how I look now. You know, no tattoos, no ears, no tail. Just me. She's still naked, by the way.
So what all do you kind of do?
But the what?
You're a primordial. I was wondering what you like. What is it that you particularly do? Because apparently all primordials have something that they guard or protect or cultivate.
Well, I mostly grow things. Like, when there's a dead tree and there's nothing around that can revive it, I just go there and make the cycle continue in that place. I'm like how to say it? I'm like the spark of a fire, of a campfire. I just make things light up.
Hmm.
And while Theo is giving this explanation, Altwi, in a uncharacteristic display of awareness of the situation, is very quietly just wrapping a blanket around Theo in a robe-like fashion.
What is this? What are you doing?
Oh, this is because some people are made uncomfortable with the notion of nudity.
That's not natural.
I know, it is something more around the realm of fitting in places where you do not more commonly find yourself.
Essentially, in modern society, among other sentient races, yeah, we tend to wear clothes.
Do not worry, friend. It will only be temporary.
Huh? Civilization is weird in that regard. Like, do you cover your body in other animals or plants' dead carcasses?
Hmm? No, I do not have natural skin as others do.
I
Yeah,
am currently covered
like,
in metal and, well, cloth, so I guess technically that's plant.
yeah, like, why do you guys get to not wear clothes when I have to wear clothes?
I'm I'm wearing clothing. It's just also defensive. It's armor.
Do you have to?
With what I do,
Oh,
yes.
That is
if
true.
he does not, he will likely be injured. And as we are pursuing individuals who mean harm, it is very likely that there will be more instances of potential future harm.
Think of it like a bug's carapace.
That you are wearing on your body, that it's not natural to you.
It's metal. It comes from the ground, from ore. It was never alive to begin with.
Yes, I know. But it's still unnatural to wear those.
Well, if I don't wear this, I'm just a flaming skeleton, which
That is
honestly
true.
terrifies people more
It
than a
is a
normal
good tool,
skeleton,
however,
which
yeah.
is also kind of odd in itself. Like, well, hmm. I guess as a primordial
There,
killer, fire plays into that. He thinks he's literally just sitting there thinking, he's like, man, yeah, why are people scared of fire? And then he fire.
It's just
Well,
in your
they are
head.
not.
Sorry,
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay,
No,
fine.
it's okay.
Just in Tim's brain, the thought of him just not wearing armor is just the gif of the skeleton with the 2 assault rifles, but on fire.
I mean, what's
Wait,
funny about
I
that
have
is
that
Mortar
picture. I have that picture. Give me a moment.
can make that a fucking reality too.
Just every skeleton gif, but it's on fire in your head.
Also, my friends here are not strict adherents to the tenets of the cycle. So that is regrettable, but it is what it is. And I
respect your
still
cycle.
value them. Oh, I mean, you are not a practitioner of its continuation in all things that you do. You do other things as well.
Yes, I am more proactive on things that are meant to stay in the ground Also, well, with fire, ash helps also grow things.
Yes, but
Well,
you do not
yes.
but you do not dedicate all your actions to doing this. You do other
you?
things as well. You go and you speak with your deities. You commune with others about things that do not have immediate relevance to the cultivation of life. You do many things, but it is okay. You are not expected to be a druid like me.
Tim just
Is that why you wear no
chuckles.
clothes?
Yes, also because I have found that the longer I wear clothing, the more my flesh tends to grow around it. It is a part of the nature of being born as one of the children spawn of the demon queen of Rot, Zugmoy.
Well, that's unfair. I'm also druidic.
Just fucking when she says demon queen and everything, Tim is just like,
You never asked.
I'll worry not. Some demons are actually very friendly.
This is actually not the first time she has mentioned this. She has
I know,
expressed her lineage before.
Yeah, it's just every time she mentions it, Tim just looks at her and is just like,
Hey, remember when you had to fight those demons, Tim?
Yes, I remember a specific one that keeps popping up. Although that's a devil, not a demon.
Yeah, just don't get them confused.
I never do. It's part of my job not to get them confused.
But I would say that Theo does know of that demon queen. I mean, she follows the cycle, but
She really big on fungus.
She is very aggressive in her particular role, and she does not care really for balance in the cycle. She does believe that things should all return to rot and decay, and that is the natural order, that is where things end, and that is where they should remain. And that is, unfortunately, not entirely consistent with the truth that there needs to be another step.
You know, honestly, if I wasn't going to have my bones turned into ash, being a nice, I don't know, flower pot doesn't sound so bad.
I think you finally got him, all Twee. No,
I said flower, not fungus.
That is okay. I can also grow flowers. I just don't do it as often. I'm usually blooming fungus. But if you wish for a flower, to be grown from your ashes, I would be most happy to do so.
Make it a sunflower and we'll have a deal.
I
I
will
love
attempt to
sunflowers.
do my best.
Are you trying to kill Tim right now?
No, it's just in the event that something were to happen if Altoi's there, she knows his wishes. It's very important to have these things down
I know.
before you
It's just
pass.
that you're talking about it now, and I'm just thinking either for Fio or Altui now, because apparently they're on the same wavelength. Would they interpret it as now, or in the near future they just decide time to make a sunflower?
No, no. A flaming friend is still a part of the here and now and has more purpose. I will wait until he is no longer moving and his fire has been extinguished.
All right.
Well, it's a good
We
thing
usually use fire to
Tim
burn trees.
smolders when he sleeps.
Duly noted. I will be careful not to mistake your sleeping for expiration.
You'll
Bighorns don't.
you'll probably know because if you get close, I'll still be warm
Wait, you sleep?
for about 4 hours. I kind of do, yeah.
How do you close your eyes?
I don't like to think about it.
How do you
God,
see?
Drat.
I also don't like to think about it.
Do you shit?
No. I don't even have to breathe, so
Do you eat?
I can eat.
Do you have to?
I don't have to, no. It's more for the
Why do you need to sleep?
I don't know. I don't understand everything. I'm just still coming to terms with the fact that I'm still alive despite getting. Well, actually, what?
But if he eats,
I remember
does that
fire.
mean he shits?
Can you even taste things?
Somehow, yes.
How?
Again,
How's
am
it
I
told that
don't
possible?
know.
I am told that spirits often hold on to many of the things that they remember most vividly from life, which can sometimes include the ability to remember food, and then their
Oh,
minds trick themselves into believing they actually do taste things.
Please don't take
oh,
that
It
so
away
does
you
from
make
me.
it
are a
strange.
spirit. I thought you were a golem or something. Or an elemental, maybe.
I'm.
I thought so at first, but unfortunately, the flaming friend is not entirely a being among the living. They are
Yes.
something strange and in between. So I keep a watch because eventually they will become my duty. But I respect their wishes to not return them to the cycle right now.
I still have work to do in fixing everything else around.
Indeed.
Well, you're really weird.
I get that a lot.
Even for, you know, nature standards. Like, you're you're not even like civilization kind of unnatural. You're more like just unnatural.
I am very aware. There are many times that other clerics have tried to uh, exorcise me.
I don't think you can be exorcised. It's not like you are possessing something. You are just not dead.
They tend to just freak out and channel divinity at me. It doesn't work.
Is it like a curse? It's like you curse.
I don't know what I am. I'm still coming to terms with the fact, and I have to get out of here to get more answers on that.
Do you remember what you were before, you know,
Yes,
that?
I do.
Huh. So it's not resurrection. It's more like rebirth, I suppose.
Reanimation at best.
Oh, it's reanimation. Oh, that's terrible.
Yes, now you
Um,
understand why I don't entirely want to, always be like this. I kind of want
you
to
don't
know
want
why
to
I'm
think
like
about it.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Can I cook nuts on your head?
No.
Oh, please.
What? Did you just
Can
say,
I
can I please?
can I
Please.
please?
If you want me to just cook an acorn, I can hold it for you.
That's not funny.
And it would be potentially risky, given that a primordial planting a seed in your head, it could very well take root almost immediately. And that would begin you on your own journey through the cycle to the next step.
Oh, I was not gonna grow it. I was just gonna cook it. You know, there's many seeds. You can eat them. That's part of what you do. You just take whatever you can and just give it to something else that is alive.
We're gonna be
I
down here
mean,
for a while, aren't we?
Yes, that's correct.
it's a now that you really think on it, it
It's a maze
feels
down
like
here.
yeah. The only
The
it's just
Seneschal's
like
the only one that knows how to get us the fuck out of here.
and she's been chilling. She hasn't said much of anything.
Oh, I
All
thought she
she's
was
been
just
doing is
sleeping.
has
Or,
anyone checked her?
wait, she doesn't sleep. But yeah, I know she's kind of like bound or whatever, so.
Nah, she's just etching something onto the ground.
Do I
I can go
recognize
and
what she's
check on.
etching?
I can go and check on the friend.
Yes.
Hello, angry friend. Hello. How are you?
I just imagine like this room is not like super entirely very big either, so Altwy just like turns around, takes 3 steps, and is like, "Hello."
No, it's pretty big in here. I'm
It's still
I
just
need to
funny to
emphasize
imagine.
it's a big like garden-like complex. And you just see the seneschal etching something.
Oh, little angry friend. No, no, no. Pick up.
Hey,
Okay.
Why is it her first instinct to pick up everything?
What exactly are you writing on the ground? Are you trying some kind of trickery?
no, I'm trying to remember which rooms to get to which rooms.
She's drawing a map
Remember
on the floor.
Then perhaps it would be better to do this while discussing it with others. I have heard that talking to people can help spur the memory so then things stay fresh. Come, you shall join us over here with all the other friends.
Hey, you look like you were busy with what is that, squirrel hooker? Why
I
sh-
Oh,
imagine that
the
poor
prime
squirrel could hear this.
the primordial spirit. Yes, they are also here. So, they will be joining our group in leaving this place because this is not a natural place for them to reside. Now come, share your
she look
knowledge of the layout with everyone. Sets back down on ground.
and she was naked. Why? Do
Squirrels
you
do not require clothes, silly.
Well, primordials do not require clothing either, but I will suppose some of them do because they are ashamed of their bodies. Not me though, and I like try to get rid of the sheet.
No, friend. It is simply for the comfort of others, rather than a demonstration of your own pride in yourself. It is about others not being able to control urges, I believe.
You might be some of the first people to not want to get. You never mind. I'm used to being around degenerates anyway. Maybe I'm just actually
Oh.
shocked by it.
Grunty just gives like a shrug.
What do you mean by desires
Oh,
or impulses? I think you said.
their
It means
urges. The
means
animalistic urges to breed. However,
Ah,
in
she's stupid.
in society structures, breeding carries more than just the reproductive necessity, and sometimes it is more of a pleasure activity. Other times, it can have
oh,
darker
what about it?
connotations.
It also, in society, leads to well, finding someone special that you want to spend the rest of your life with.
What is
Why are
that?
you Why are you all teaching a grown woman sex? Why do I have to be
Oh, you do
here
not have
for
to
it?
teach me sex. I'm pretty, how to say, trained in the matter.
Are you
We
sure
are
you
not.
guys weren't planning like an orgy or something?
Tim's just gotta
Okay,
put another acorn in his eye.
I
We are
was
quite certain that we are not planning a massive sexual activity. We are
Yeah, I don't have
simply
time for
No.
that.
discussing the finer points of how society views these natural things that people do through a more sophisticated cultural lens.
Oh, so that's what they are called.
Oh,
You know what's
I
weird is I
suppose
can
that
still
would be
see
the
when you
best
do
way to
this.
put it.
Oh no, you know, like I meant like
suppose
the
it's no
group of
different than
people.
splitting from mitosis.
That is true. However, splitting from mitosis is really fun sometimes.
Oh no, it's from my knowledge at the very least, it's something that's enjoyable. I've never
splitting
done
from
it.
mitosis is enjoyable.
Hey, I've never
You see
done
the
it.
squirrel
That's a
creature
question for the
split
queen.
into.
Oh,
He's gotta hand each one of them a cooked acorn.
I
No, it's
I
like she
oh
like splits into two smaller versions.
I know, that's why he's still
no,
giving you acorns.
whatever. I hate calling it such a reductive ass dumbass name. Grunty.
Who's Grunty?
Grunty
Grunty is
like
the morose
stares
one
at
over there with the crown.
Grunty like stares
The
at you
morose
like
one?
I in crown and the two eyes beneath her hair are staring at the seneschal. Not like your name is any easier to say.
Yeah, I wasn't given one. Why make property have a name, huh?
Oh, grow up. Give yourself a name then, huh?
Well, you could give me one. You are the queen now.
I already started calling her Sin.
To
Fine.
me, she is just one of many very angry, upset friends.
Fine.
I have
Okay.
reasons to be upset. And while I
Mm.
guess right now I did agree to help the Inquisitor, doesn't mean I'm all sunshine and rainbows.
Mm.
Well, you haven't slept
Oh, I can
Of
for
help with
course
that.
not. Of course not. You are not made of water or sunshine. You cannot reflect light like a prism. You are silly.
You're silly. In that case, we're just
Frog, I'm sorry.
in that case, we're just going to call you Sin.
Or whatever. It's not like I have a
Do you-
choice like the
Do you
rest
not
of
like the
life.
name?
I really don't
Any
care.
suggestions would work best. She says through like gritted teeth.
Oh, is that a command, my queen?
I'll
No,
show you a
says
fucking
Stu.
command as she like goes to grab her axe.
For
Grunty,
one who
grunty.
is
To that
so
concept.
For
Like,
one who is so dedicated to individuality and the determination of self, you certainly take a very blasé approach to actually expressing or determining yourself. I find it
Thank you.
contradictory.
Also, perception check.
Oh boy,
Okay.
how good is my perception on Tim? Oh, it's a +6.
I
Holy
got a-
shit.
I
Tim,
got a
what the fuck?
14.
I got a 12, but are we actively perceiving or are we able to go off of
If it's what's your passive if you roll lower than your
15?
I got an 18.
My passive is 15, my roll was 12.
Okay.
I rolled like
both
one
Tim
under my
and
passive, but
Tim,
Oh,
both
hey,
Tim
we both rolled 12,
and
Silsey.
both Tim and Altwee, you see as she's goading
12 + 6.
Grunty. It looks like she's pulling something out of one of her pockets.
Oh no, friend.
what do I see?
Immediately just pushes and like sits on her. No, friend. No. There
Tim
will
was
be
about
none
to
of
like
that.
open his mouth in order to possibly like do command drop, and then like he just sees Altoid do this. He's just like,
Oh,
that
you
works
drop
too.
a flaming nut drops out of your mouth.
Womp.
I pick up the nut and eat it.
He just looks down. He's like, I don't remember eating one.
Weird. Where'd that nut come from? Anywho.
That's what she said.
Nut.
Yeah. Anywho.
I
I'm
do
assuming you
not
just
know.
I'm assuming you pin her or something.
Literally sitting on her with Altwee's rather large posterior.
Okay, now I feel like you all want an orgy. Can you get your ass
No,
off?
friend. You were reaching for something in a manner and a circumstance that I find suspicious. Did you intend harm?
No.
Then what were you reaching for, friend?
She's noticeably silent.
See, that is the concerning part.
Tim's just gotta go look at whatever she possibly dropped.
So she dropped what looks like a holster for cards.
What were you gonna do? Throw 52 card pickup at us?
No. I decided since y'all want to talk about dumb shit, I might as well break out something dumb I have.
Then you need to be careful, especially in a tense situation. Making sudden moves without prior explanation causes people to have the wrong idea about what you're doing.
So is this solitaire or is this?
Smells like mold down here.
Smells like
I am
mold
told that very often.
Get off me.
No, you are still being an angry friend.
Anywho, yep, she has just underneath her dress there is a holster.
So, what, you wanted to play poker or something?
I'm pretty good at poker.
She's
That is
looking
an
at the seneschal.
That is a very niche and unique skill for a primordial spirit to have.
Listen, I just want to say that unlike other primordials, I am very civilization trained.
Civilization trend. What the does
When
that
the
mean?
jackpot kicks in, I cannot stop gambling. We win this.
What the fuck? What? Hold on.
I see. Very well then. Angry friend, I am going to get up off of you. Please be sure to explain actions that you are taking before you take them, especially if there is a tense exchange. Otherwise, in the future, I may end up ending your life by accident. And I would hate to do that, as it upsets others.
All right. Well, she just grumbles. It's damp down here. Get off, please.
Yeah, get up.
You are an angry, grumbly friend. Gets up, grabs shoulder and bottom of face, slides along the ground out from under, lifts up, brings back around, holding by the chin, neck, and like head, and then sets down directly in front, then hands on shoulders.
Whoop.
There we go. You are no longer on the ground.
She is keeping the her backpack on her at all times.
The holster that has the holster falls off as you pick her up.
Oh, I was about to say, I thought I was holding part of it.
I'll pick
Oh.
up that holster.
Could you? Yes, please do. And be careful of its contents. The angry friend may not be necessarily entirely truthful.
I will look at.
Is this?
I will look at look at what's in the holster if there's anything in the holster.
You see
Is
a deck
this
of cards.
common socializing or?
Just a normal deck of cards.
When you open up the flap to the holster, you can't help but feel something.
Can I roll an Arcana?
Sure.
Oh god, is this the thing that Frog said?
That is a
Please.
that's a 5.
Please let this not be a deck of many things.
I was about to say,
swear
Frog,
to
did you
Christ.
just fucking do deck of many things?
That's a 5.
You don't know. Weird
Hmm.
wizard cards, maybe.
She's. You know what? We draw one.
Oh. Oh boy.
Just to see if it is a normal card, like if they're just normal cards like she's
Just
talking
right in
about.
front of everyone, you pick up this thing and you draw it. When that flap opens, everyone gets an aura of something off. Something.
Uh-oh.
Grunty?
And as you flip the card, I gotta roll something.
Oh,
Oh,
boy. Here we
fuck, it
go.
is a deck of many things, isn't it?
I never said that.
It could be some other magical artifact that is card-based.
I just did C.
Stop doing
Oh.
C.
C penalty. C penalty.
C penalty.
C penalty.
All right, you know what?
Point
I'm
left.
I'm taking my extra large dice, my 20 side. I'm rolling it. Fuck it. No more C penalty.
I wish I knew where my giant dice was, because I could just roll it. Like I have a
You guys
giant
have
I
giant
found-
dice. I
somewhere
have
in my
itty bitty
room.
mini dice that fit in a necklace.
I just stole this one from work, and oh,
I have dice made out of fossils.
I
I
got
have
a
pirate dice.
I
What'd you
got a
get?
nat 20.
Uh-oh.
Is that
Mm,
good or bad?
we're gonna die.
Grunty, when you flip up the card, you see a picture on it.
These are not normal cards.
You see, it's like green. It's like a glowing green stained glass. As you see, it looks like a woman, a green woman, in a green suit, in a green top hat, that has
Oh
3
my
sevens
god,
on
it's
it.
her again!
Hey!
Hold on. Let me get the music. Hold on!
It's Lady Luck! Oh shit, is this music copyrighted?
I mean, it's Mario Party music, so.
It's
Yeah.
Nintendo. So let's
Yeah.
really try and find
Yeah.
something more Kevin McLeod.
Okay.
We have to be, or Jiraki has to mute it. Mute the bot.
Like, immediately when it shows up.
Hold on a second.
Most
So
Wait,
game
no, I got it.
soundtracks
Wait,
I
no,
can
no, no.
play,
Wait,
it's
I
not
got
an
it.
issue.
I got it. Sonic music will work. Hold on a second.
Yeah. Most game tracks, like I have found, are not an issue.
Hold on a second.
Well, to be honest, I haven't... I could check that in a
You know
moment.
what?
Here it is. Got it. Okay, no, I got it.
I'll check
When I
that after
wrote
stream.
these odds,
Ba-da-bum,
it's
ba-da-bum,
these
ba-da-bum,
times when
ba-da-bum,
you
ba-da-bum,
write the
ba-da-bum,
odds that you.
Hey! I know this. Casino Night Zone.
Yeah.
I love. Thank God, Sega isn't like Nintendo for this.
Mm.
All right. So I didn't expect you to roll that one. Okay. But here we are. I understand. I want to peek behind the curtain. Frog, tell him if you want to.
Oh boy. Frog, what did you give us? It was a deck of many things. Oh my gosh.
Obviously,
That's
I'm not
crazy.
putting that in the game. So I decided to make a minor deck that had some effects. And I rolled a nat 20, and I thought, all right, I'm just going to put something, whatever. I decided, fuck it. This thing would be related to Lady Luck anyway, so Lady Luck appears.
Some green spotlights would just, like, the card floats upwards out of Grunty's hands, doing a spin, spin, rapid spin, and then poof, green smoke. Everything seems to go dark. Then spotlight. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one, the only Lady Luck! As she appears and everything goes back to normal.
What do you do, everyone? Someone got lucky today.
Oh, how wonderful.
I need to re-get the image of Lady.
I didn't expect Neko to be playing 2 gods today, but here we are.
Hey, it happens. I need to find the ye old image of Lady somewhere. Man, didn't think I'd actually be going back to find Lady Luck's image, but here we are.
I'm curious to see this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, here it is. Thank God I saved it. Bada bing, bada boom, Lady Luck.
Hey, there she is. Hang on, let me get this for chat.
Yeah.
Hold on, how do I copy link? No. Wasn't there a way for me to? I think it's just open image, right?
Yeah.
Open link.
Yep. So y'all see a green tiefling woman
Tiefling lady.
wearing a nice showman's outfit, a staff with a 4-leaf clover, and 3 sevens on the brim of her hat.
Yep.
Considering your station, Theo, I think you know who this is already. Considering you admitted, I love gambling, you probably really know whose this is. Just because you made it so your squirrel apparently gambles. Sure. Are you still there, Ari?
Sorry, I was called. What happened?
So a green tiefling that just appeared when the weird small girl pulled a card. And considering you just said that Theo loves to gamble, you know this goddess.
I'm clapping, but it doesn't go through. Wait. Oh,
It's Lady Luck, the goddess of fortune and misfortune.
well, if
Chance.
you if you have bad
It's-
luck, that's not her problem.
Nope, that would be her sister's.
Yeah.
Anywho, someone
Right.
got really lucky with some magic cards.
Like,
I,
hello, hello! It's so nice to see you. Aw, like you may have known me, you might love me. It is I, Lady Luck. What can I do for you today?
I go up to Lady Luck and go like, Lucky, so good to see you again.
Oh, it's so good to see you too. How have things been?
Oh, you know, just here and there. I muggle a couple of people in the, I think it was the Great Balls Club, like a couple of decades ago. You know who it is.
I see. Mm-hmm.
Is wait one moment. I think I've heard about you before.
Well, have you ever had escaped a near-death experience, or perhaps you got a little lucky when it came to perusing some money?
As soon as she says near-death experience, he just kind of just gives her a deadpan look. You're joking, right?
I mean, luck comes in all shapes and sizes.
I have met two deities today.
So, let's talk business.
As she calls forth a nice little pot of gold and sits down upon it, one leg crossed over the other.
Well,
I can provide something for you all, like for summoning forth. Let's call it a gift. And it has to be something that I could manage at this time. I can't solve your problems.
You are offering us a gift?
Of course.
Fascinating green goddess? That is
You were
most
lucky enough to
generous
call
of
me.
you.
Well, you were lucky enough to call me here. The least I can do is give you something. Not many people get to see me. More so they get to experience me, you know?
Someone's just
Might
thinking.
you be the individual who is responsible for my inability to get those fascinating little toys inside the balls at that last town that I was in? I was told that I could get the good ones if I just kept putting in gold. I did not have coin at the time, so I just put in sunflower seeds. They seem to
And
work
it
just
worked.
as well.
Chelsea, did you just introduce Gachapon in my world?
Yes, I think she just did.
I mean,
Welcome,
who
chat,
knows?
to what happens between sessions, apparently.
All right.
Lady Luck like snickers, like she just like.
No, that not gonna have possibly been me.
As she like looks away.
Just looking at the camera like in the smug way. The person
Unfortunately,
who actually can see the fourth wall.
like the unfortunate part about her is that luck goes both ways. The house always wins.
I feel as though you are being disingenuous with me right now, but that is fine. I got plenty of the fun, cute little animals from those figurines. There was also one that had a bunch of people saying very peculiar phrases. I don't remember all of them. There was a lot of screaming and yelling.
Okay.
But I have this one that has a golden
Playing D&D.
base.
Pulls out SSR figurine.
Oh, how lovely.
It
I'm gonna
cost
say
me.
the gachapon is probably run by the Church of Lady Luck. Whatever the church, I don't
think that she would have a church.
Her
But
church
if
is
she
just
does
a
here,
casino.
then she does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wherever gambling is, that's her church.
Tim's just thinking
must
that she
experience the
said
gamble
that
to
she's
experience
offering something, and he just waits for a moment. He goes, "Is this a group thing or is this an individual basis?"
Well, let's go gambling.
Ooh,
Let's go.
that one's a tough call. I'm gonna have to let me call my supervisor real quick.
You have a supervisor.
As she
Well, of course, I can't just let luck run rampant now, can I?
It's
as she
It's your
taps
hand.
her staff and then
Besides,
Tim
people
is
do
just
still,
confused.
people still do make rules in this world, and I do have to follow them.
as she looks into the 4-leaf clover.
Supervisor!
Yeah, what's up?
Hi! It's so good to hear from you again. So they can actually call me for the group of adventurers, you know the deal. I wanted to give them a gift. Is it a group package deal this time, or separate deals?
Considering last time how it kinda fueled chaos, we're rolling it back. It's gonna be a group boon. Mine a boon.
Oh, I know. I already told them that I can't solve their problems.
Yeah, but after last time, you know what the others said.
I can't help it. Sometimes you have to have a little bit of fun. But I understand.
Yep, still, mine are boons this time. They
Hey,
are on
Robert.
this particular one's trying to save the world, so we'll give him this boon.
Okie dokie. You got it fair and square, Supervisor.
And she stops looking in her thing, in her 4-leaf clover staff, spins it around and says,
Okay, it's gonna be a group thing.
I heard.
I
Oh,
find
did
it
you? I
strange
must have
that
had
a
it on.
god-
I must have had it on speaker.
I find it strange that a deity would need to seek permission in the doling out of their own domain.
Let's just
There.
say that there's been a couple incidents since the last time that I did it. Also, again, there are rules I have to follow. This technically isn't my origin. So,
I find that strange, but
I mean, you
I will accept it.
More questions.
could also, I guess I could also say that you can't let luck go wild because that's chaos.
Hello, wild magic sorcerer. How are you doing today?
Yeah.
"Oh, she loves wild magic sorcerers.
She is-
she's their sugar.
Okay,
she
I'll make a
is their
deal.
sugar mama.
I'll make a deal with you. If we somehow can make a wild magic warlock, I will have her as a patron.
Honestly, again, she would be their sugar mama, 100%. She loves those types. Wild magic is
loves-
great.
The problem is, the last time she got too generous.
That she couldn't help it. They look so desperate. Look at the,
Well, I
look at
guess
the look. She
technically,
took a
since she's
photo
god,
of them.
she can
Look
both
at
be a
them.
patron
Puppy
and-
dog eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She could be a warlock patron. She could be. Well, there is celestial sorcerers and clerics. So
I know.
there you go.
it's
three
divine.
classes.
Ended up. Yeah.
It's divine bureaucracy because the other gods have to keep a check on her too.
Yeah.
But point is, there you go.
But yeah,
Again, I find that
Group
strange.
she
So-
does simply go like,
Okay, but yeah, let's talk business.
Yeah.
You as a group
let's-
get to decide what you want from me. So
Mhm.
it has to be within reason.
Okay, define within reason. Like, obviously,
like
let's say no breaking free will, no, I don't know, somehow resurrecting something, etc., etc.
Yeah, pretty much. You also can't ask for something too major. So let's stick it to little minor things, okay?
Well, this is gonna affect us all. We should all definitely be in agreement for what we want.
I suppose.
So a tiny.
He
So
just
out
kind
of
of
a
gives
little-
her a look as she says that really quietly.
So a tiny a four-leaf clover starts to grow from the grass as out pops out a leprechaun, a kobold, and a grunt, all dressed very similar to Lady Luck as they set up a table and chair for her, made from the four-leaf clover. Here
All
you
of
go,
us here are
boss.
gonna. Thank you. All of us here will be just like this. Here is my little lucky council. I like to bring them wherever I go when it comes to these decisions. We'll be judging you based on we'll be judging whether or not the boon you ask for is worth it.
One of them pouring out a nice fancy drink for Lady Luck.
Thank you, but be sure to get some yourself. It's pretty good. God, I love ale. Woo!
Tim is just thinking to himself, and then he remembers something as he like looks at the sword, and he goes, "No, no, she probably won't be able to help with that."
I mean,
Sorry, buddy, you're gonna be in
ask.
there for a little bit longer.
You could ask,
Yeah.
but they're giving you time to decide as they also serve Lady Luck some nice looking cake. It's of course green with gold flakes.
Yeah. Tim is actually going to walk up to her and ask and be like, "Hey, listen, I don't know how the whole soul thing goes with like other like people, but like I have a buddy of mine kind of trapped in a sword."
Oh no, that's bad.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, since they're Sunnyo, they would want to go obviously there, but who? I think it's he's trying to think of that. Ah, yes, it would be Valanticus that I talked to for that. Correct.
That be correct,
Alrighty.
she is going to take a bite of that cake and just like,
Perfection.
Kiwi.
Oh, you like
and she like turns over to her like little helpers and says like,
you should remember, get yourself some too. Don't just give it all to me. You know it's an open banquet.
They're not used to it because of the new rules. Yes, they're part of it, but they're used to serving you, so it's
Yeah.
still weird for them.
Yeah, she likes to. She's been trying to be more inclusive to her to her little luck assistants here.
What the? Oh yeah, the kobold serves also Theo some cake since they, demigod is essentially. I think they would remember. Apparently, you have a prior relationship, though they probably remember her.
Probably.
Probably.
All right.
Anywho, but
So,
But yes, you would want to talk to Volanticus about souls.
I was just double checking, you know, covering bases. I didn't think
Of
I'd actually
course.
talk to 2 deities today. And honestly,
Oh.
I'm finding you're all heavily casual.
Well, it's not every day that you get to be on the mortal plane. Though there was this one time. It's not important.
Uh-huh. And anyway,
Right.
what were we thinking of, everyone?
Now they got the paperwork as they push it into Tim's hands.
That. Hi. He's gotta read
There you
over
go.
it.
So, due to the random nature of luck, you're granted 1 minor boon. This can be in the form of maybe asking a question that the divine can answer with better clarity than usual.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a minor enhancement, aka a feat. Or some of the simpler one, monetary value. These are some of the example of minor boons.
Yeah,
Any
Tim's
other
reading
such
this out towards everybody as well, by the way.
Any other such will be dictated by the goddess of luck and her peers to determine if this boon is within reason. Note, trying to cheat using this minor boon in a way that is deemed, especially, and it says an underlying bolding, sacrilegious to the domain of fortune, can result in wrath of the sister goddess, who shall not be named on this document.
It also says no refunds at the bottom.
Yes, and no refunds.
Huh. Alright, so minor that, monetary, or a question to be answered that normally they cannot answer. Wait, is it a cannot or will not?
It will be an answer with more clarity than expected from the divine.
Okay.
So, like a good role for a cleric when they commune with a deity.
Yeah, he goes,
Yes.
okay, well.
You will be able to... Let me put it out of character. I, the DM, will actually answer a question.
Huh.
But you have to decide on the question.
Yeah. He goes, well, I know what I would personally want, but we're acting as a group, so the second option would probably... that one actually feels like it would benefit us the most.
Ourselves a free feat? Not bad. Not bad.
You get
The minor
get-
enhancement, yeah, is what it's worded as, but yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
or you can get money, which, you know, money.
Yeah, but
money.
like, you know,
Money. We're pretty loaded on platinum right now still,
Yeah.
so...
that and
But-
like it'll
I mean, we can get
go-
more, but
it'll
like...
go away fast.
You'll get money. You can always have more money.
You can always get more money. There's nothing that's stopping you from getting more money.
Yeah, but this is, you know, boon money.
Yeah.
So
it's good
money with a capital M, as some of the people at the degenerate centers of gamblers like to say.
Well,
I suppose you could call that, yeah.
The
well,
leprechaun goes, no money, more problems.
as I understand that material wealth can get us a lot of things, it doesn't really help if the world is, well, gone.
I suppose so. But I mean, whether or not it actually ends up dying or not, that's really on you guys. Or whoever else steps in, whichever comes first.
I was about to say, please don't put all that weight on me.
I would never. My sister, on the other hand.
I believe that it would be in our best interest to seek personal betterment, the enhancement feature being offered, I believe, would be most beneficial.
Yes, that definitely sounds like the most beneficial towards us all. Although I
I'm
will
putting a pin in here.
say we should put it to a vote.
Nice as money is, I definitely feel like should get a little stronger. Even if it's just a little enhancement.
With money, the leprechaun pipes up. With money, you could become stronger. You can get so much with money.
But you cannot take money with you when you die. It is simply left behind.
That's a mortal thing.
I believe you may have forgotten who it is you're speaking to. We are a band of mortals.
Yeah, despite my appearances, I
Yeah.
probably will eventually die.
And sad, but you know, it makes it even better to have money while you can use it. But that's just me.
That's cat?
I know a certain someone that would probably be on the similar wavelength.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Yes, let's not invite them here, please.
Hi,
Just from the corner of somewhere, just in the corner, you see her, Luck.
Yeah, she's like,
She's
Hi,
just peeking
but
her
she
head,
knows.
head in.
She knows.
But she knows, and then she's like, "Fuck, it's her," and I'm just, and she just like, "Damn it, I wanted my cameo." Hey, listen. Don't mess with that broad, okay?
I don't.
She'll promise you the world, but she'll leave you penniless.
Are you speaking from personal
frankly,
experience?
my sister would get along a lot better with her than me. So.
Man, I thought I
Are
was
you
not only.
speaking? Are you speaking of the god of marriage?
No,
I'm sorry. That was a bad joke. It was a divine joke that I heard once.
I think
It's
there's,
so kind of rare that you actually use marriage in your culture.
they're speaking of someone whose name is, ironically, a name for alcohol.
Margarita?
No, it starts
What?
with a B.
Brandy.
I do not know. I do not know
Aaron
that
got
many.
it immediately.
No, I know.
Listen.
I knew who you were talking about. I just,
I know. I was just laughing.
I'm just
'cause
doing
this-
alt-tweet things.
Yeah. I understand you're being alt-tweet and doing alt-tweet things. It's funny to me because you're purposely not saying it and then someone purposely says it.
Someone else is being the blunt instrument today.
Yes.
So yeah, the burden is off of alt-tweet today.
Yeah, it's just funny.
I would like to say that the scroll has been nothing but the blunt instrument this whole time. I'm just keeping it in check.
Thanks for that.
Man, Theo out here being a real one. Shout out to Theo.
Yeah.
I know you have to question, like, what do you know about alcohol names?
Yeah, how do you know about it?
This-
Wait,
How does a squirrel know about drugs, alcohol, and gambling?
because she goes into cities.
Ooh.
It's very
And
easy
she
to
also knows
understand.
Lady Luck very fondly. I wonder who might have been influencing her.
Marvel?
Really?
Don't
I
tempt
wonder
me, Frog,
how-
I will.
I wonder how intimately they know each other.
Now
Who
you would
knows?
like to know.
Are you about to
Every
start
day.
that sapphic shit? That sapphic shipping.
I'm back on the
uh.
island again. No. Anywho, back to the thing. As the leprechaun snaps his finger, hey, we're getting off topic here.
Right,
Mind
we
if-
are on a bit of a busy schedule.
Yeah,
No
I
rush,
got.
but a little bit of tick tock.
Yeah, you are kind of on a time limit because we got things to do.
Well, you never
Well,
stated that, but yes.
I am of the mind that personal enhancement would be the most advantageous thing to ask for, since money can be lost or spent very quickly, but power remains.
I would also agree with Altoi's statement.
Yeah.
I have to agree with the power as well.
Says Grunty.
Come on. People don't understand how nice gold is.
Well,
they
think of it this way,
understand.
friend. If we become more powerful, we can also use that to make more gold.
Yeah, I lost a lot of gold lately, okay? So once you lose
He's
it, you
going to
really
a bit of a-
understand.
Like, kind of leans down.
He's going through a bit of a withdrawal right now.
Yes, I am. And I can hear you.
What, do you want
Whoops,
me
did
to
I
toss
say
him?
that out loud?
What, you want me to toss him a few coins or something?
No.
Listen, I don't want to talk about it. I lost a big bet with an annoying red bitch.
Tim just chuckles. Oh.
Bet? Do you want to bet something?
Oh no.
Wait,
Don't get him
what do you-
started.
Hold on. What do you want to bet?
No,
I don't know. What do you want
No.
to bet?
don't do this.
I can bet.
Tim, don't do this. Don't do this.
Tim's also debating
okay,
drawing another card at this point as well. But...
Leprechaun, we've talked about this.
Come on, I just
Leprechaun.
one win away. One win, and I'm back.
No,
Okay.
there are plenty of other. Oh boy.
What are you
Okay,
I'm
betting?
going
let's
to do
see,
that
let's-
because I know this is going to get quite wild.
Meanwhile,
let me
in the
place these-
background, in the background, they've already set up a fucking poker table with Theo.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to go check that out soon. I don't want to miss the action on that. But in the
And then
meantime,
the grunt who's with her too, dressed like Lady Luck. Boss, we should probably hurry this up. You know how Sean gets.
oh no, don't worry. I know. I'm very aware. Okay.
She takes a step off, skips across to you guys, and then holds out what appears to be just a 4-leaf clover in a bubble.
Here you go.
And then she blows it to you guys.
Use it wisely.
As she spins back, grabs her staff, spins it around, and the pot of gold goes poof. And she leaves some 4-leaf clovers around as she walks with the kobold and the grunt. As like,
Sean, come on. You can't. I don't want you to be enter your depression phase again.
I'm gonna say this already. Sean, they went on divine time for this to play this card game. Sean's already in their boxer shorts and a tank top, with Theo just having everything. 3 pots of gold, a gold pocket watch, and the clothes off his back. How did you...
You are surprisingly lucky. Like I have never seen luck like this, and not in a good way.
she Lady Luck's gonna look out of the corner of her eye. Is her sister here? Is her gray tiefling sister here?
Who do you think is cursing him?
She has this sly smirk, but also kind of waving her hand, kind of passively as if to dismiss the table, but also as if to say, "Oh, leave him alone. He's been through enough." but then kind of
Well, he
taps
did-
Sean, bonks Sean over the head to make a new set of items appear for him, and just says like,
Alright, we'll be taking our leave now.
Okay then, see you lucky. And she like sends a flying kiss to her.
she catches it and sends one your way as well before saying,
And remember, luck is always with you. Toodaloo!
and she taps its staff twice before, poof, all of them explode in a leprechaun-shaped cloud.
Huh.
Mm.
All right. So you got your boon of personal enhancement. Everyone, and I will tell Oberos and Mortar, you all get a
Oberos and Mortar,
non-ability and non-ASI feat.
Hooray.
Hooray. Also, since Frog is daring me to do it, I guess, if he really wants me to, I will pull a card. It's
Can
up to you, Frog.
Are you?
I'm leaving this decision in Frog's hand. Does he
Are
really want me to do it?
So is Tim pulling another card?
I'll pull another card.
Alright, but as he pulls another card, I am gonna just close it and just like close the thing and probably give it back to her. Well,
Tim pulls
well,
and he's just like, hang on, I need
do
a
I
bookmark.
want to? No, I in character, I don't think in character I want to give this back to her, or not in character. Out of character, I like something like this. I feel we should no longer have, but in character, while that's the same sentiment, she doesn't want to give it back to the seneschal.
I know.
It just summoned a deity of
I-
luck. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
You know what?
There's a
No.
big reason.
You know
why
what?
Yeah, but-
We're putting it by the tree.
I'm just gonna
You could
say.
also entrust it to me. I have no interest in it whatsoever.
Hold on. I need
Holding
to know,
on,
and this
mysterious
isn't-
voice.
I need to know if Tim actually drew a card.
Yes.
No, he did. He did.
You did. So I have to roll.
This was before I decided that I was gonna put it away, but
Yeah,
I'm still putting it by the tree because I'm not.
If another 20 comes, it's gonna be so fucking funny because she's gonna be like, and Lee, why am I still here?
Oh,
Did you get another 20?
no.
Did you get a 1?
I almost got a 1.
Oh,
You got a 2?
I'm sure that would have been really bad.
So I'll put it like this, just to peek behind the curtain. If Lady Luck appeared on a 20, who do you think appears on a 1?
Misfortune.
Unlucky lady herself.
Yeah,
Which,
no. you
frankly,
got a 2.
misfortune does kind of work for me, honestly.
All right.
I
so
know.
let me check. Let's check what. Oh, it's still not great.
Oh boy.
No,
Who do
no.
I gotta be this time?
No, it's not going to be a god. But
Oh.
here's the thing: how this deck works.
Hmm.
This was a minor thing, and Frog did suggest the deck of many things, which is going to be way worse. Way worse.
Oh,
I
This
need
is still
this-
bad though.
Here's the thing. With the extremes being they are, everything that's close to the equilibrium is still related to these two goddesses.
Ah. Uh-oh.
So, I am sorry about this. You feel something immediately wrong, Tim.
Uh-oh.
You look at the face of the card and you see what appears to be a gray tiefling calling down a dark lightning on a poor unfortunate soul.
That's not good.
Swift sidestep away from Tim.
It's a good thing I moved myself over to the tree. Grunty moved over to the tree.
And you feel a curse placed upon you.
Oh boy, another one?
Achievement unlocked. Curse.
Until it is dispelled for the next 24 hours, you have disadvantage on all your rolls.
Well, Cuddle, guess what I have prepared? Remove curse.
Yeah, you damn straight. Thank God it happened to you because only the person can remove their curse.
Oh boy.
Bless you being a cleric right now. You somehow, Lady Luck saved your ass again.
Misfortune is just like, haha, remove curse. Fuck.
No, she's definitely watching from like out of the corner of your eye. You kind of just see her peering, staring, and then you just hear like a
Hey, I'm back. Just wanted to leave you this.
and then like gives you a 4-leaf clover before poofing away again.
Let's say that's just the remove curse for you.
Yeah.
Because other people can't remove this curse, only you.
The 4-leaf clover has a note on it that says, "Lucky you to be a cleric."
Huh. That's ominous.
You're now getting the idea that pulling cards from this thing is really testing your literal luck.
Huh.
And that is why she is words. That's why Grunty put it by the tree. Something like that is very dangerous.
Yeah, he's just thinking to himself, he's like, so the other one's gray. Huh.
Oh, here, friend. I shall put it up higher in the tree.
But are you putting? Hold on, which tree?
Not
tree.
Not the tree that I found Theo in. A different tree.
Yeah,
A
you were gonna
nearby
put.
tree.
I would think the gambling addicted squirrel giving it to her tree. I think's a good idea.
Yeah,
That is just
She
a
suddenly
me
just
thing.
pulls like 17 of the cards and it's like, oh fuck.
Don't worry, we're not giving it to. We're not giving it to the gambling addicted squirrel.
Meanwhile, the gambling
Instead,
addicted.
I am covering it up in moss with druidcraft.
Sure. Meanwhile, the speaking of said squirrel is like rich in leprechaun gold and has a full outfit of leprechaun.
Hey, she can look decent now.
I normally don't wear
Well-
clothes, but these are actually pretty nice.
Well, from what I know, leprechaun gold only lasts for a short time.
These clothes smell like... Ah, yes. Tears of the Unfortunate. My favorite.
It's very magical. It's fey magic, in fact, so it's nice stuff. You could put it on if you wanted to.
So, you're... I never really thought about this before. Are primordials, like, minor deities?
Wait, you broke up. What did you say?
Are primordials, like, minor deities?
Primals?
Primordials.
Demigods is what he said.
Yeah.
I would say you're in tuned enough to know, kinda, yes, demigods of primal magic. Like
I don't really
I
want
believe
this clothes,
you were.
so...
Yeah, you learned this before, that they're usually selected from animals to be nature's, like, most first line of defense.
Yeah, I remember that now.
So at one point, Theo used.
Yeah.
At one point, Theo used to be a regular squirrel.
At one point.
At one point, yeah.
And now look at her.
It's kind of hard not to. She's dressed in.
I have been
leprechaun
indoctrinated into a gambling addiction.
You kind of brought that upon yourself, didn't you?
Oh, I love it.
she puts on the leprechaun clothes. They suit to fit her proportions. And she's like a mini Lady Luck now. But squirrel.
Wait, are we bringing her out with us? Like, is she...
She does not
Yes.
want to remain here. She accepted my offer to remove her from this place where she was brought against her will.
Does she know what it's like on the outside?
What kind of question is that?
I have not informed her of the rather calamitous state of things. No.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
The world is in disarray and things are slowly dying.
And
What the
it's...
fuck?
Yeah, and it's getting a little out of hand. That's why we're trying to do things to stop it. And, yeah, the air might feel a little different on the outside.
As in, there's no plants to sustain air, or...
No, like it's full of necrotic energy.
I do not like that.
I don't either. Contrary to what others may think.
Wait, how can you, like, feel the air? You have no lungs.
I can
He
feel
got
it
you
in
there.
my bones.
Can't believe you said
Got
that.
it.
I really can't believe you
You're
just
welcome.
said that in the big 2025. Anywho.
Oh, but I was asking for before, what kind of, like, traditions have changed over the years? I have not been out in a while.
Unfortunately, I grew up in a cave. I am learning a lot of things myself right now.
Like, in the literal sense, or...
I guess I could probably. I think Grunty might be the
Yeah,
oldest one out of the whole
Grunty
party
would be the
members.
best
So
to answer that question.
So I guess based off of my travels and going from boss to boss, what do I know that has changed? I suppose.
You do know that now ladies can show their ankles.
Okay, but like before that.
There's
Or
this
would you like me to
there was
roll a
this thing
hit
called
for that?
flappers. That was a thing. I'm just kidding with you.
Yeah.
I have to remind myself that Grunty is grandma.
Grunty is 225 years old.
Yeah, you're older than Tim.
Allegedly.
Yeah, Tim's 198.
Anywho, back to the question at hand. The most notable thing, as far as you remember, Grunty, is, yeah, this whole undead crisis thing.
Well, you know.
Wait, wrong voice.
Wrong voice.
Well, you know. Things, a little few things here and there. Here, changing of the guard, oftentimes going from one boss to another. Grunt culture didn't really start changing until recently, from what I know.
Oh.
And I guess every other culture has mostly stayed the same. The only real thing that I know that is majorly different is this undead crisis.
Do men still kiss each other?
I'm sorry, what?
I think so?
Oh, that's good to know.
We're gonna need some proof.
I'm gonna need some proof, so go ahead.
Grunty doesn't, like, Grunty, like, shrugs.
I don't know, I'm not a guy.
Allegedly.
are you a guy? And she's
I
like
mean,
looking
yeah,
at your edges.
it is kind of
I am a-
allegedly her outfit is very androgynous.
Wait, are you
What
asking
are
if Tim was a guy?
Yeah.
Because
Is
I
Tim a
am
guy?
male, yes.
Hmm.
Why do you
There
ask?
there are no other boys around, are they?
There's like two,
He points to
but
Mortar and Oberos. They are also male.
but I don't think they're, at least as far as I'm aware, I don't think they're interested in guys like that.
Oh wait, so they have to be interested in men now to kiss men?
Well,
I mean,
there is usually a level of attraction when courting others, yes.
Courting? What do you mean?
you know,
Courtship behavior is a natural animal thing.
No.
Like, when you...
No, I remember that men used to greet each other by kissing.
Oh,
That might be a cultural thing, I don't know.
it might.
That would
I don't think people do that.
I believe that if it is just a common form of greeting, that would be something more cultural, as opposed to it being an institution all around. Not that it isn't natural to express things like that, but I believe that it has changed over time.
Hmm. Does that mean that now girls kiss each other? Like this. And she like grabs Olga and kisses her on the lips.
Oh, oh my. I do not think that it is unnatural, but it is most certainly
Who did you just kiss?
it is most
Alga.
certainly a welcome thing.
Who's wait, I'm sorry.
Alga.
Altoy.
Yeah, she
Altwy.
called her Alga.
So you just straight up kissed her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Uh-huh. You know that one meme of the girls kissing and then Doctor Doom? That's just what's happening, I guess, right now. Only Tim is Doctor Doom.
What am I supposed to be
Defender of
bothered by
girl
this?
kissing. Defender of girl kissing. I guess achievement unlocked.
You're gonna
then.
have to send me that image, because I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
It was a meme I saw.
It's must be
Wait,
one of
wait, I
the
think I know what
few
meme
images
you're
of all
referring
time.
to. Let me look for it.
Yeah. It's all I could think of.
There's a couple of different renditions of girls kissing and Doctor Doom.
I found it.
I can't seem to find any like any
It's
congruity here.
This one.
it's fine.
Oh, okay, so I did
Awesome
see that one.
Awesome lesbian couple Doom.
Just him standing there like, this is happening.
Neat cycle. Only we call it the cycle lesbian couple. Tim.
There appears to be a an additional version.
Which one?
Oh, wow.
Wait.
Homophobic Reed Richards?
What?
No!
No, Reed, you were better than this.
Reed, how could
Wait,
this is
there's
evil
a bigger
Reed?
one.
Evil Reed be like, I
Evil
don't support
Reed.
gay.
What the fuck? What?
Closeted
It goes-
then you Freddy Fazbear!
Man, this meme goes places.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
do you know where the
might
meme
have
comes from?
placed, and
I don't
not
know where
sure
this
how
meme
I-
comes from.
This is where the
Die,
meme comes
Richard. Nice, Doom. You went after the homophobic one. He was what?
okay. I
Oh,
think
man.
girls.
Anyway.
I think honestly, girls kissing is where we need to end it. It's too much.
Yeah, we have gone thoroughly off the rails.
giving you a session.
We had a
the
train.
best of all time.
We had downtime, and then that train got fucking launched into the stratosphere.
Yeah.
I will say that we still did learn some stuff about our characters.
Oh yeah,
during this
definitely.
downtime, such as Grunty now, technically speaking, has the power. Technically, she's gonna try and understand it while we're in here, but she's got time.
Well, my moderator got his dream. Grunty for Queen 2025.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Frog
No,
is
we're not
yelling.
pulling
You can
cards.
pull
We put it
2
away,
cards
Frog.
still.
Frog,
Do it.
Frog,
do
we put it away, Frog.
No, Frog.
We're not.
Us holding Frog back. Frog,
No,
stop.
Frog is basically going to be the entity of that fucking card thing, constantly following us. We think we get rid of it, and then it just appears somewhere in the scene.
The point being is, I gave y'all a session of introspection and fun.
Yeah.
Because I had
That you
nothing
did.
else.
And now I have more things on my to-do list.
Full of
And now-
naked squirrel girls, gods and goddesses alike, and trauma.
Here's the honest truth: the squirrel. A lot of that was airy.
A lot of that was
They
airy.
want-
All right. Does
I had
anybody
a
have any
feeling.
raid targets, by the way?
Nope,
Would
I
you like-
don't know who is currently on.
Hold on.
Would you
hold
like
on,
to
let
learn
me-
some drug making, kiddos?
Let's
Yeah.
not start talking about that too much on Twitch. I feel like I am
Oh, that's
already
true.
having
That's
a
true. I
monitor.
forgot.
Watch
Here,
me.
Hello.
Here you go, Jiraki. The games cage.
Games cage. That is
I'm
a
just
Saiyan with a
saying.
goatee.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
good job, Airy, for being squirrel.
Thank you.
You,
The next
you
time,
sure are-
we're learning how to do Gambit.
Alright,
just-
we're gonna go raid Games Cage. I'm gonna mute myself real quick on the stream there. Thank you all who came to watch. I appreciate you. You're all amazing. And until next time, bye-bye. Does anybody also want to do their bye-byes?
Bye
Bye bye.
You can still
Gamble.
draw cards. You can do it. Come on,
Okay,
Gamble
we're raiding.
responsibly.